how I was almost used by my boyfriend for ritual. It all started one morning. I was laying on the bed. Seems like I've been asleep for a while. I tried stretching myself on the bed. Wait, what's wrong? I couldn't move my body. I opened my eyes to see my whole body bonded in ropes, my mouth sealed with a duct tape. Panic struck me immediately and I tried to cry for help but ended up humming like a bee. I was fighting to free myself from my bonds. When I heard his voice, "Hello, darling," it was him, my boyfriend, but he looked nothing like the handsome, kind, and funny guy I have been dating. His eyes were cold and dangerous with a light of madness like he was a psychopath. At that moment, he looked like the devil. I hummed louder and tried to get as far away from him on the bed as I could. "Let me help you up, darling. We are in for a long ride." He chuckled and tried to lift me up. I fought as hard as my petite body could let me, but he had always been a hawk. He lifted me easily into his shoulder, opened the door and started walking into the garage. He opened the door and threw me into the back seat. He then opened the driver's door and gunned the engine. What is happening? How did things get to this extent? Why do I feel like death loomed closer? I remember how my friend had always warned me about him. They said he was cold and looked dangerously calm like a psychopath, but he told me that he was an introvert, shy and antisocial. Besides me, his energy could light up the world. Last week, I fought with Anita. She was telling me how he creeped her out, like he could strangle someone and lick ice cream later. I heard myself hard against the door and tried to get outside for freedom. "Don't hurt yourself, sweetheart. I don't want you wasting your tears when I will have you crying soon." His car was the latest Mercedes-Benz. My family had always asked me the source of his wealth. I don't know anything about the source of his money, but he told me he's a ghostwriter, an international bestseller author. But come to think of it, how much does a writer make? How many people read books these days? Since he was not writing stories, what was he doing on his system every night? No. Don't tell me it is what it is. Don't tell me it is what I'm thinking. Don't tell me he is into Yahoo. Jesus. And he just bought me here of 500k. What is he going to do to me? Is he going to use me for ritual to renew his charm? Suddenly, the car jolted. Seemed like we hit a pothole. The road we were taking was long, dark and lined with bushes. I know that anywhere we are going can't be good. Jesus. I bounced and hummed louder, trying to call for help. "Shh, sweetheart, no need to be so excited. We are here." He chuckled devilishly and opened the back seat. I looked around and saw that it was the cemetery. Was he going to kill and bury me? Or is he going to bury me alive? A lot of thoughts were playing and running through my head. Oh God, my father. He stood me up against a pillar and removed the Dutch tape from my mouth, unsealing them. "Have you brought me here to kill me? To use me to renew your charm? What have I ever done to you to deserve this?" Jesus. He raised his eyebrow and chuckled. "For years, Michael, for years, I dated you. I never cheated on you. I was never a liability to you. I have never disrespected you. I have never taken you for granted. I have never done anything bad to you. What about the time you asked me to have popcorn for dinner because you did your nails?" He smiled. "Fine, kill me then because of that. How is it going to be? You are going to cut me into pieces first before burying me, or you are going to bury me alive like the Baba told you?" "Nah, I'm just gonna." He brought out a penknife. Here comes the knife. I close my eyes and brace myself for the pain and the worst. There is no way I'm going to give him the satisfaction of begging for my life instead of the knife on my throat. Instead, I felt it cut my bind loose. I brought you here to ask an important question, a question of life and death. Now, there is no way I'm falling for that trick and open my eyes. You want to catch me unaware. Estella, daughter of Madagascar, will you be my sole partner for eternity? I open my eyes to see him on his nails, the diamond ring glittering in the moonlight.